When we think of having to haul water, we think of developing countries, where people often walk miles to get fresh water. Here in the United States, we take for granted that when we get up in the morning and turn on the tap, we will get safe drinking water. But for many Americans, this is not the case. Millions of Americans have unsafe drinking water in their homes, or no water at all. The WaterWell Trust is a new 501c3 organization whose mission is to provide wells to those families in the United States that do not have access to a safe drinking water supply in their homes. We do this by rehabilitating existing wells or constructing new ones. These wells provide safe drinking water to low-income and minority households, usually in rural areas where wells are the affordable and sustainable choice.
Now, Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley's most watched local news team. This is 5 News at 6.
The wish for a water well came true for some families in Avoca. For almost 2 decades, families on Posey Road have been hauling water to their homes. Recently, thanks to a national nonprofit, they will no longer have to do that anymore.
For almost 2 decades, families out on Posey Road in Avoca have been hauling water to their homes. The families believed their homes would have access to a public water supply, but the lines were never built. WaterWell Trust went out there and is drilling wells for 6 families.
Here in Northwest Arkansas, we're very blessed to have a lot of water. We have springs, abundant groundwater, abundant surface waters, lakes, streams. However, it's unfortunate with all that water that a lot of people don't have access to clean, fresh drinking water. I was contacted to assist with finding the septic systems on these properties so that they could know where to drill the wells.
We've been without water for 17 years. I've been hauling water that long. You have to be real conservative. You have to take shorter baths. You have to make sure the dishwasher is completely full before you run the dishwasher. I have a 450-gallon tank that I place in the back of my pickup truck. We take it 6.2 miles from here, and once it's full, it's 3,200 plus pounds, and I drive back here to my water tank that's in the ground over here and unload. And I do that 3 times a week. This road here has been 12 to 14 inches underwater during rainy season. This road doesn't get serviced by the county during the wintertime. I've had some close calls on this hill because of my water tank. People have crashed and killed themselves. You really have to watch what you're doing here hauling water.
Hauling water is dangerous. The added weight in the back of a truck can shift and cause the driver to lose control of the vehicle. This is especially true when weather conditions such as rain, snow, or ice are present.
I am so grateful that it's not going to happen anymore. What I do is I take the lid off and I insert the hose. 8, 9.
Hauling water is expensive. According to one WaterWell Trust client, over the 17 years he has been hauling water, he has used 26,928 quarters, gone through 3 pickup trucks because of the wear and tear from hauling, and has spent over $8,000 on gas for these trips, totaling over $30,000 spent on just getting water.
The water falls out of their line into a funnel, and then it becomes my water. So I just turn around and I have time on my hands and I just sit back and wait and just have a seat in the truck.
We've been hauling water for 16 years. They said that we would have residential water here in 3 years, but it just never happened.
In many of these rural areas, the expense to run public water supply lines is prohibitive for both the water district and the residents who would then have to absorb the cost. For this Arkansas project, the Water District Number 1 estimated it would cost over $1 million to run lines to these homes.
I've got to haul this tank about once a day, and sometimes that ain't enough. It's something we just desperately needed is water.
I've lived in my home without water for 8 years. My husband has to haul water in a truck. He drives 5 miles each way, and he has to do this every other day. My husband will no longer have to put the tank on and off the truck, fill it, drive 5 miles, worry about, okay, don't wash a load of clothes.
We've lived without safe drinking water for about 13 years.
I believe that there's about 150 families down here that haul their own water. This would be great if we could get it going and they could benefit from it too.
The residents of Hitchcock Road came to the Jones County Board of Commissioners back in 2002 about that there was some contamination with some wells. Our engineer that had looked at this project determined that it was going to cost $100,000 to run that line and then to connect all of these citizens that needed assistance on Hitchcock Road.
We've been trying to get water up here for maybe 15 years. I have to buy my water and I store it in my kitchen.
My mother has had problems with her water for the past 5 to 6 years. My mom has to go to the grocery store, purchase about $30 worth of water a week, sometimes 50.
You can't take a bath, you know, you got to pour bleach down your water. The water's contaminated.
The Water Well Trust Fund got involved with this. They will be drilling their wells and providing them with a home well system that will be their well system. The Department of Community Affairs looked at this project, and what they have decided is that they could use this as a model for the rest of the state of Georgia.
When my mom's get this new well, life is going to be a whole lot better. It's going to be a whole lot better for her.
Oh, the new well, oh, it'll be tremendous. I can take a shower, don't worry about, you know, the water cutting off, drinking water, safe water. You know, it's not polluted, so it'll change everything.
Everybody's been fantastic. Just really surprised that you're actually helping real folks.
This is not a scam. This is something real. It's real, people, because let me tell you, I have a well. And I'll tell you what, this trust fund is fantastic. It is fantastic.
The Water Well Trust is a great program, and I'm definitely going to spread the word, and this is definitely a program that is going to be a great resource for people.
The Water Well Trust is an answer to prayer. It's not have to haul water anymore. It's an answer to prayer.
In many parts of the United States, wells are the most cost-effective solution for Americans who are living in households without access to safe water. The Water Well Trust is the only national organization dedicated to working on these issues here in the United States, and we need your help. Please donate to the Trust by visiting our website at waterwelltrust.org or sending your tax-deductible donations to Water Well Trust, P.O. Box 2399, Davidson, North Carolina 28036. Give the gift of safe drinking water to the millions of Americans who are in need.
God bless them and God bless America.